Bass Pro Shops is an outdoor store founded in Springfield, Missouri in 1971. It was started by Johnny Morris with a fishing section inside of a Brown Derby liquor store that was owned by his father. Since then, it has grown to 177 stores, including Cabela's, with an annual revenue in 2016 of $4.58 billion. The original one in Springfield is a complex over 500,000 square feet with everything you could think of outdoors, as well as a few museums. And that's where we're going today. Now, before actually going into the Wonders of Wildlife Museum, we stopped off at their little NASCAR museum that they've got. Now, this is actually really cool. They've got about 10 cars set up in there, and they've even got one that you can see that's been through a wreck. And for all my motorcycle guys, don't worry, I'm not leaving you out. They've actually got a bike there called the Real Deal that was made by Orange County Choppers. When you first walk in, you'll have the opportunity to either step into a small auditorium and watch a short film, or skip it. The auditorium is equipped with starlight effects on the ceiling, and they add in audio effects for an almost immersive experience. Now, once you exit the auditorium, you'll take a buffalo-lined escalator to an area devoted to the Native Americans, the first people of conservation. At the top of the escalator is a nice quote from Chief Seattle that talks about how man and beast are all connected, and how once one goes, we all go. From there, you'll enter a room that's filled with a lot of really neat artifacts, from clothing, arrowheads, and paintings to Geronimo's actual bow. From there, you actually start getting into the animals. They have them all set up to look like they're in their natural environments, so you'll see bears made up to look like they're actually fishing, or big cats up in trees. They have large animals, such as the Roosevelt elk or the Alaskan Yukon moose, and a lot of them are actual trophies, and the plaques tell you a lot of the information on who, where, what, etc. And there are animal mounts everywhere. This is a hunter's paradise. From this room featuring horn games such as caribou, white-tailed deer, moose, and elk, to Buck's bulls, featuring an archway made completely of antlers and lined both sides with trophy bucks with plaques giving information on each one. From there, we go through Sheep Mountain. Here, like many other places throughout the museum, you have a chance to actually watch a short film that gives you a lot more information. Then it's actually onto the mountain, where they have sheep and ram tucked everywhere along the rocks. From there, we go into a little bit cooler climate, and you'll find a small section devoted to the Inuit people, the Native Americans of the North. The entrance is flanked with a really cool scene on one side to make it look like elk are charging uphill from a stream. And the doorway into the next room is lined with totems on either side of it. Through that doorway, you actually find one of my favorite places of the museum, the polar bears. It actually has a world record polar bear that was displayed at the Seattle World's Fair in 1962. It stands 11.5 feet tall and weighed over 2,200 pounds and was taken by Arthur Dubs in Alaska in 1961. The last section that you go through has more of your warmer climate animals. Here you're going to see things like elephants, ostrich, giraffe, and zebras. Now, this place is awesome, and there's so much more that I left out, or I was just so engrossed that I forgot to get video of. If you're ever in the area, it's definitely something you're going to want to do. Guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like this video, share it, and also subscribe and hit that bell to get notified to new videos when they come out. Other than that, we'll see you next time.